How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Johnny64, and today I'm bringing you a video that isn't like my typical videos where they're heavily scripted content, but instead I really just wanted to react with a raw reaction to the Nintendo Direct that we just got yesterday. And there is so much to unpack from this Direct. I want to be providing more videos for you guys that give just raw reactions, just have general discussion where I'm breaking Nintendo news to you guys that isn't always the regular scripted content. Now, I have a passion for writing scripted content, so you will definitely be getting that in a consistent manner on this channel. That won't be changing at all. But currently I'm working on my overlay, my face cam, my setup for my studio, so that I'll be able to get you more consistent videos that are just Nintendo news in general. So as of right now, the Nintendo Direct just happened. It was so exciting, and I personally think it was a success. If I had to give the Nintendo Direct a rating, I'd probably give it a solid 8 out of 10. Probably the big miss is the fact that we didn't get a Breath of the Wild release date, which is actually pretty surprising, at least a Breath of the Wild 2 release date. And we still don't know what the title of this game is, which I kind of find pretty surprising at this point. Now, according to Nintendo's last quarterly earnings report, apparently Breath of the Wild 2 is still scheduled to release in 2022. So with that being the case, I would almost guarantee that we are going to get all the details of Breath of the Wild 2 in the next Nintendo Direct. We're going to have to, otherwise there just won't be enough time to promote the game, to get people excited for the game, for what I assume is going to be a holiday 2022 release. Now, coming out of the gates, the first thing we saw was Fire Emblem Three Hopes. Now, my brothers absolutely love Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is essentially another Hyrule Warriors equivalent to the Fire Emblem universe. So this game looks great. I'm not as familiar. I'm sure my brothers would have a ton to say about it, but I'm happy to see it. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, we saw a lot of footage of that. The mouthful mode is really exciting, and I'm seeing a lot of parallels between this game and Mario Odyssey. Now, I had already seen that originally, but with the mouthful mode, it's essentially Cappy from the Mario Odyssey game. The way it allows you to interact with all the different creatures, the way it allows you to take over certain objects, and then all the little guys that you're rescuing are pretty much looking like they're going to function like the stars from Mario Odyssey as well. So this really just looks like a solid Mario game with a Kirby shell to it, and honestly, as somebody who loves both universes and both characters, I don't really have a problem with that. A pleasant surprise was the Mario Strikers game. Now, the Mario Strikers game for both the GameCube and the Wii were just incredible games. They sold very well, and I was surprised for years that we weren't getting more of those games, considering how soccer/football is the biggest sport in the entire world. And so it's nice to see that this series is coming back. Originally, when they first developed this game, there was some concepts being thrown around for this game to be a mix between wrestling and soccer. So it looks like they brought a little bit of that back for this game, as there appears to be a more physically punishing element to this game, and I'm happy to see that. It's going to be a really fun summer because not only are we getting Mario Strikers, but we're also getting Splatoon 3. I have been playing a lot of Splatoon 2 lately, and this game is so much fun, especially if you're playing online with a group of friends. There's tons of different weapons. It's just the music is fantastic. If you never played the Splatoon games, I would recommend getting Splatoon 2 and play it quite a bit as we're leading up to Splatoon 3. So this game looks great, and the fact that we saw Splatoon 3 only 15 minutes into the Direct let us know that there were some big things on the horizons. Now, I've got a lot of Metroid fans on this channel. One of the things that we're obviously going to be really excited about was the Metroid Red update. Now, with that being said, I do feel like this was kind of a bare minimum type update for Metroid. Just the fact that Metroid is getting any update is nice to see, because for so long the franchise has been often ignored and doesn't get the love and attention it deserves. But with that being said, it is kind of a bare minimum update. It's essentially just giving us things that we were already doing. The Dread mode just means that if we take a hit, we die instantly, but on my Twitch channel, I was just recently playing Metroid Red on a 0% challenge, and the way that basically works is if you take a hit, you die there anyway. Now, we also get a rookie mode, which is nice. It's more accessible for certain players. If it gave us only a rookie mode and not a more difficult mode, that would have been a little bit disappointing, but at least now that they gave us both modes, it keeps both parties happy. The boss rush is also going to be pretty exciting. I just hope that there's rewards at the end of these updates. Like if you complete the boss rush, it gives you something special, whether it's a different skin, whether it's a different screenshot or wallpaper, something like that would be really cool. So some sort of incentive to put this much abuse and punish on ourselves with a game as difficult as Metroid Dread. The Switch sports game, I actually feel like that was one of the bigger L's of the Nintendo Direct. Part of it's just the timing. Now, the Wii sports games were a tremendous amount of fun, but it was a little bit about the gimmick of the Wii itself, and that game was also released with the Wii when it first came out. Now, the Switch sports games, it's long into the Switch's life cycle. A lot of people who play the Switch at this point don't even really care for the motion controls. I'm pretty much over motion controls at this point. And so I just don't think this game is going to do as well. And you could even see that in the chat of the Nintendo Direct. There was just a bunch of people just posting L, L, L over and over again as that clip was playing. So it could have been a great game in theory, but I just feel like the timing isn't right, and I just don't think it's going to do as well as Nintendo hopes. So we didn't get Mario Kart 9 like a lot of the leakers were anticipating, but we did get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Deluxe. It's basically Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 2. 48 new courses. That is so many new courses. There was only 32 courses in the game as it currently stood. And so 48 courses, we're getting more than twice as much of what we already had. They're coming in waves of 8, and they're going through the end of 2023, those updates. So the Nintendo Switch, we know, is going to be around for a long time. Personally, I'm satisfied with it. I love the Mario Kart 8 game, and just the fact that we're getting so many more courses slowly being rolled out, it's exciting news for me. I didn't have to get a new game. We can wait for the new console to get a new Mario Kart game, in my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about the Mario Kart news in the comment section below. And it's only $25 for the 48 new courses, and what's incredible about this whole situation is the fact that they've overnight completely changed the perception of the online expansion pack. Now if you get the online expansion pack, you get the Animal Crossing DLC, you get the Mario Kart DLC, which is the two most commonly owned games on the Nintendo Switch hardware. This is incredible news for Nintendo. I really appreciate the fact that they added this to the online expansion. I already have the online expansion, so I'm getting the 48 courses at no extra cost for me. So it's nice to see that they at least listen to the fans. It shows that your dislikes and your disgust on their announcement really paid off because they were listening to us after all. So it's nice to see we're getting that. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was their big kind of closer. I'm not the biggest Xenoblade Chronicles fan. Let me know in the comment section whether or not you think I should go through the games. But it was nice to see there was a lot of people who were excited about this announcement. Overall, I think this was a really good Nintendo Direct. I was happy with it. Again, expect more Nintendo news videos from this channel. You're not going to be losing any of the regularly scripted content. I would just like to provide more content for you guys in between with all the ongoing events of the Nintendo universe. So thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Nintendo content, and I will see you guys in the next video.